a.m. Dragons versus Bulldogs Sunday 7:05 a.m. Weird time. Raiders versus Eels Sunday 9:10 a.m. They just get a dartboard and throw them on the times, don't they?
Well, no, because that'd be like a reasonable evening kickoff in...
No, but it's the 10:05 and the 10:00.
It's because they'll stack the games up. Kick off after the... I mean, to be fair, we say the Catalans game's going to kick off at 5 o'clock, but it's going to kick off at 5:05.
Exactly.
We just know in advance. So yeah, make sure if you watch any of those... God, my cold is getting progressively... I've developed a cold whilst we've been doing this show, Dominic.
Because we've been doing it for 4 hours.
No, we've not. Google form for fan reviews on this week's games. Make sure you look out for those links. Send us your views and we'll talk about them on next week's show. Right, that's it for our journey around rugby league for this week. All we've got to do is a little bit of a wrap up, bit of fun to chat to end the show. I've got a quiz for you.
We're not doing a fucking quiz.
We're doing a quiz. I've got a quiz for the listeners.
All
Don't
right.
mind playing along too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, to end episode 216 and to thank you for your presence at SLP Towers, I've got a nice little quiz for you, and the theme of this quiz is to honour what I don't think we talked enough about, which was you running in a shark costume in the Lincoln 10K this weekend.
Right.
So, do you want to first of all talk a little bit more about the charity that you're raising money for, because we didn't properly mention Martin House before?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anybody that listened to last season knows that we sponsor and we raise money every year for Martin House, which is a children's hospice in Yorkshire. They do amazing work, and they have an in-house team of doctors and nurses, 24-hour support. They do in-home visits, and they have their own building with bedrooms and respite. But it costs £22,000 a day to run the whole thing. So that is my target for this year. You'll be doing this and a couple of other things. We're going to try and raise £22,000.
So remind people they go to
run.run is me doing runs in stupid costumes. So on the morning of Magic Weekend, the Sunday of Magic Weekend, I will be doing the half marathon in Liverpool, running to my hotel room, getting a quick shower, getting out of the costume, and then heading to the stadium. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with the costume with the stadium, because I'm going to need to bring it in at some point, and I don't know how security's going to do that.
It's a nice tease though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What will the costume be?
So the idea, what I've said is the shark costume seems to go down quite well, because what people don't realise with the shark costume is when you're actually there, I actually have a Bluetooth speaker with it, and it plays Baby Shark for the entire time. So we're going to
And you've credited this as helping people achieve their personal best, haven't you?
Yeah, people on Twitter have added me that they heard the song and it made them run faster, and people have got their personal best for that.
To get away from that nonsense.
So because we raised the first target, I will hopefully be doing it as Baby Shark, depending on heat. If it's too hot, I might die, so I'm not going to do it. But the intention is to do it as in the shark costume.
Excellent stuff. So on the shark theme,
yeah, the bloody NRL team, right?
My quiz relates to 3 former Cronulla Sharks players currently plying their trade in the Super League.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read out the quiz question for everyone else, and then we'll pause, and I'll maybe give you a few more clues. Yeah,
let's just ignore me the cues, because I'm not going to get it.
So, question 1. Who is this player? He's a Tongan international who started his career at Cronulla with his brother, but has since become a mainstay in the Wakefield Trinity lineup.
Sorry, which Tonga player plays for Wakefield?
No one normally cheats, I thought, during the quiz, Dom. This is a real departure.
Sorry, shit, anyway. Are you going to give them... I don't know any of the players' names.
The Pink Panther himself?
Fafita.
David Fafita.
Right, okay.
This prop forward played the first 3 years of his career at Cronulla before going on to play nearly 200 times so far for Castleford. In fact, I think he hit 200 this weekend, so...
No. We'll let the audience.
Okay, for those at home, mark yourself a big tick if you said Grant Millington. Rob might have got one this week. Okay, and finally, this current Wigan prop played 2 seasons for Cronulla, where he made the move from the backs to the forwards. Ooh.
No, I'm just teasing you. I have no fucking clue.
Okay, as an extra clue, he's recently shaved all his hair off for charity.
Yeah, you care about this stuff way more than I do.
What, about people doing things for charity?
About people shaving their hair off for charity. I don't know.
Leave a towel tie is the answer.
Oh, well, I'm glad I know that. I'll sleep tonight. Thank fuck for that, mate.
Okay. Well done, everyone at home.
I hope you all got 3 out of 3.
Any other business? Let's talk about... do you have anything to recommend to the SLP community whilst you're here with that platform?
Just live your best life.
Are you going into motivational speaking?
Just.
You know this comes on every show. Do you not prep? I thought you might have prepped about something.
Why? Just.
Any nice place you've eaten recently?
Is that not a good enough?
I mean, it's a good recommendation.
Yeah, exactly.
But to help people live their best life.
You'd rather me recommend a TV series than some life-changing advice.
Yeah, but we're all living our best lives by being rugby league fans. What we need to do then is find things to add to it to make our best life even better. No, okay. So
I try to remember what we've watched. We've been watching a lot of Netflix. I'm watching the Santa Clarita Diet at the moment on Netflix. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like a comedy with Drew Barrymore where she basically... I hate zombie things, but actually this one's quite funny. It's got a style of early My Name is Earl sort of comedy style. It's quite good.
I'm not a Netflix person.
You don't have Netflix?
No.
I'll give you my login.
We've been watching White Gold on BBC 2, I think it's on. But the first series was a couple of years ago, and I recommended it at the time. It's about these, basically about these scammy UPVC window sellers,
right?
Set in the 80s, and it's fantastic. And the second series has recently been on. I think it finishes this week, but you can watch all of them on the iPlayer. Very funny, very entertaining. I would strongly recommend that show.
Have you watched Ballers yet?
No.
See, I recommended you that 2 fucking years ago, and you've still not watched it. So this is why I don't care about recommendations.
That's a fair shout.
It's basically up your alley.
Okay, fair enough. What we got coming up then? I'm hopefully going to shake this cold that I've developed during the last 2 hours with Dom. So I'm hopefully going to shake this cold for next week's show. We're not quite sure. If I will. So we'll see how we get along for that. But we'll be back next week, and you can find the show at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/Super League Pod. There are socials. SuperLeaguePod@gmail.com if you want to get in touch by email, like David Cantrell did this week. SuperLeaguePod.com is where you'll find our blog that will have details of the show, your listening options, and the partner sponsors that we're going to talk about shortly. Search for the show on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Leaguecast Android app, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, RugbyLeagueMedia.com, and YouTube for different listening options. It's listening all the way. And then, in terms of our partner sponsors, we want to give a shout out to those. The title sponsor of this show was Rob's Toy Shop. Enter SLP discount at checkout at Rob's Toy Shop on eBay and get 5% cashback on orders over £5. Plus, give 1% cashback to SLP.
20.
Our second partner sponsor.
I'll do this one. Little Warden, who's had an updated slogan, is now vital alerts for hidden website issues. Head to littlewarden.com to see what they can do for you.
Sorry, what have I got to write down now?
I'll email you.
You'll email me the new tagline. But excellent. Yeah, so if you've got a website, basically, and you want to get your website performing better...
No, if you just want to be told when it fucks up.
Yeah.
Protecting you against website fuck-ups is
Yeah, so if you've got a website and you need to help protect yourself against it fucking up so that it's always there for your customers, Little Warden do that for you.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Basically all the boring stuff that we don't understand as normal lay people, Dom, the robot Dom will be able to take care of this for you if you head to littlewarden.com. Okay, and Mascot Browns finally for all your international rugby league gear. Use our link that'll be on the episode blog post. We get 8% of your order value to help our running costs. You can also make a donation to support SLP if you prefer that, to getting involved with our sponsors or sponsoring us yourself. PayPal.me/SuperLeaguePod. All donations are hugely appreciated, however small they may be. If you donate £20 or more, you can get an SLP t-shirt or an SLP beanie hat, and I need to come up with a summer option to flog there because we don't have many t-shirts left. But thanks to you, Dom, for coming over, spending a bit of time with us.
Thank you for the invite.
It's been a pleasure. I apologise that I might have passed on some sort of cold that I've developed that I didn't have at lunchtime today.
I mean, you could have told me before you snogged me, but, it'll do.
Well, before you snogged me, I didn't have a chance to tell you. You come in the room, mouth gaping. What we're meant to do. So that's that covered. And is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we go?
No, just I'll be in Brighton this week, so if anybody's there, give me a ping. I'd be nice to say hi to some of the listeners.
Yeah, excellent stuff. I'll be in the Far Coast all week, so I'll be where I always am. Hopefully recovered for next week's show. Thank you all for listening again to your favourite rugby league podcast, the Super League Pod.
I tell you what, that is the sound of a wife who's had enough of your shit.
Well,
what do you mean?
No,
everyone seems to make out like I'm bad and she has to deal with me.
It's just the TV upstairs is dodgy. Like, you turn it on and you're happily watching a programme, and then 15 minutes in it cuts out, and it's really annoying. So.
Would you disagree with that assessment, then, Mark?
Yeah. You disagree that the TV upstairs?
No,
I agree that the TV upstairs is becoming a problem.
I'm always stuck with the one upstairs, the shitty one. You get the good stuff down it. And I'm the one that has to put up with the crap. Anyway.
We bought the TV house.
But I will say, he did call you pretty on the podcast about 20 minutes ago, so...
Aww.
Bye, love you.
Don't leave me.